Nikhil Domse, and I am here to talk about my individual social responsibility project done with the NGO called We the People. This NGO wants to empower you as a citizen of India and make sure you understand the ownership, hope, liberty, justice, and equality. At the heart, what we do is so deepening our understanding and relationship with the core values and processes outlined with our own constitution. Before discussing this more about We the People and their activities, let us also make sure to understand what our constitution is all about.
Around 600 BC, the world saw its first republic in form of Vaishali in contemporary Bihar. But it was on 26th of January 1950 India officially became a republic by adopting the constitution. To shape our constitution, we adopted a lot many provisions from different civilizations, and a few were our own original. Initially, the constitution defined us as a sovereign democratic republic. Since India's independence in 1947, we have faced threats external as well as internal. And in 1976, 42nd Amendment to the Constitution was brought, which introduced two new terms to the Constitution.
This NGO believes that citizenship is a journey, not a point of arrival. Most of us are citizens as long as we live and just like our lives. It is a work in progress, frustrating at times, yes, but also intensely exciting and engaging. This organization is a network of individuals and other organizations committed to a responsible citizenship with the mission to expand an informed, active, and responsible citizenry in India. This NGO also conducts 4 activities across the nation. Let's have a look at them.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rama Shyam. I'm a volunteer anchor with We the People, and we facilitate dialogues and discussions around the Constitution of India and how to equip ourselves to work with the state institutions as citizens.
You can start.
So, you see, when we talk about the Constitution of India, it's very interesting to go back into history and see how the Constituent Assembly debates went on and on around how to build a nation. They were very difficult times. There were blood on the streets. The partition was happening around 1946, 1947, and 309 people, as part of the Constituent Assembly, were trying to come up with a framework which would ensure that people can live in harmony and each citizen's rights are protected. Now, it's interesting to see how Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar described the whole aspect of citizenship. So, he said during one of his narrations during the Constituent Assembly debates that all of us trained to become lawyers, teachers, photographers, journalists, etc. Similarly, we must train ourselves to become citizens who are equipped to take responsibility. And after all, if you look at it, the preamble to the Constitution starts with "We the people of India" and really ends with "Give to ourselves this Constitution." So it is ultimately a responsibility document where all of us are responsible to ensure that the values enshrined in the preamble are upheld by each one of us within our home spaces, neighborhood, society, and with relation to the government institutions. It is for us to make these institutions work in sync with the rule of law, with the Constitution of India. So today, what we did here in the Hive was to have a discussion, to trigger a discussion around the preamble to the Constitution, and then see how the preamble influences the fundamental rights and how the fundamental rights are the articles that are referred to whenever a law has to be made, whenever an act has to be passed in the parliament, or whenever a court verdict comes out. It has to be in reference to a particular article, a particular fundamental right, and that's what we did in this discussion today. And hopefully, it has been able to equip us to understand how to distinguish between how to objectively distinguish between what is the rule of law and what the society says, because we are a work in progress nation where we are still striving to break out of the social rules, take a leap into the rule of law, and advance the constitution to ensure that each citizen's rights are protected.
We the people are supporting to a very unique cause, that is to educate all Indians about their own constitution. And their target audience is not limited to any particular gender or demographic boundaries. Everyone has a right to know about their own constitution so that they can exercise for the betterment of their own nation. I would like to conclude by saying, as we all believe in ourselves, we should also believe in our own constitution in order to build India as a strong nation. Thank you very much.